Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. Right, I'm just about to show you my Hive Guard conversions that I've just done from my warriors. It's the last unit for me to build in my little project to finish my army once again, until the next unit comes along, of course. So yeah, I had 3 warriors. Now just to show you what a warrior looks like, there we go. There's 3 warriors there, and that's the minis that I had, and this is the mini that I was trying to make. So pretty different, to be fair. They've got that massive carapace on the back, different head, and obviously different guns. They've also got these hands which sort of come down and hold themselves up, and there's 2 gun options, the shock cannon and the impaler cannon, which are slightly different as well. And I wanted to give myself both gun options. So yeah, let me just show you what I came up with. So let me just move this up. So this is my conversion. So I used the Carnufex Carapace just on the top there. Just moulded it all round and matched it into the body, and underneath I filled all the carapace in with green stuff, and when I glued it on I had to fill the gap behind that with green stuff as well. I used the Tyranid head. I did start off with a gaunt head, but it was too small, so I used the warrior head, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but I cut it all down at the back and reshaped it just to make it like stick in, and I've also put green stuff where the bulbous section would go into the hole so that it sort of sticks out a bit more, gives it a slightly different head. For the claws, I used one of the scything talon arms, cut the talons off, and then I've used the extended carapaces which you sometimes had coming out. I cut those off and I've used those to make these like claws. As you can see on this guy, I've got one sort of on the ground just like the original model has, and I've just got one up in the air there. As for the gun, I used this gun here. I rather than making 2 guns and magnetising them on, because to be fair I had to get a lot of work here to get the guns to sort of go in with these arms as well, because these are much bigger than the warrior arms. So rather than magnetising them there, I thought it would be really cool if I used the same gun but make it have both options. As you can see, I've just added this little piece here. This is from a Morlock kit, just to change the gun up so it doesn't look like the same gun the warriors are using. And then I've got this different front on here. Now this is magnetised. This is where I get my 2 gun options. So that's the impaler cannon. Now obviously I haven't gone to exactly the same, but if you look on here, there's actually like these little arrows coming out of the ends of the guns. Now although they're not out as much as mine, if theory it sort of makes it look quite similar. So I've got that for that gun, and then the other gun option I've used this Gene Stealer claw, and that gives me the shock cannon, which again is not perfect, but it does have these like bits like coming out. So I don't know, it looks pretty cool. I think it definitely works. And what I did is I put a magnet on the base so that when I'm not using one or the other options, that's magnetised to the base and just becomes a piece of scenery, piece of like Tyranid flower or something coming up. And then I can just switch them around, pop that onto there, pop that onto there, and obviously I don't lose the bits. It's awesome. So I did 1 conversion, and then I ran out of bits. But thanks very much to Aceface for sorting me out some Tyranid bits. Aceface, you're a Tyranid legend, my friend. I should put a link to Aceface's channel if you haven't checked it out already, although I've done enough shouts, so you probably already subbed. But just in case you're not, go and check the link out. He supplied me with another couple of carapaces. I did have some more carapaces, but they didn't match. I wanted the whole unit to have the same carapace on the back, and it also supplied me with some of these little extended carapaces to give me some more of these. So I've gone for slightly different poses. This guy here, mainly due to the legs, because the legs go on differently. This guy's looking like dead straight on. He's just like a normal walking forward character, and I've got both arms in the air on this guy. And again, he's got the magnetised fronts. There you go. Where did I put it? Oh yeah, on the front. There you go. So he's got the magnetised options. And then this guy here, he's looking the other way, and he's got his right claw on the base as well, holding himself up, and this one like coming out at the side. And again, he's got his magnetised options. Now I had to use a slightly different Gene Stealer claw. This was like the really old one, and this was the one before. Well, it doesn't really matter anyway, but basically I've got slightly different claws. One's slightly bigger than the other, but I don't think it makes any difference. I think they look fine. Let's just stick that onto the base. Right, there you go. So that's my Hive Guard. Really hope you like them. I think they sort of match in quite nicely, and I think they do the job quite well, really. I mean, they've got this big carapace on, which represents that they're got high toughness. They've got these different guns on, which just represents the different guns. And I think these like clawy things here just work at changing it up from a warrior. So really happy with them. And of course I mounted them on these new warrior bases, which are actually bigger than warriors. So again, that works really well, because when I've got them up against my warriors, they will look just totally different. So there you go, that's my Hive Guard done. Just got to get them painted up along with all those other units I've just finished. But first of all, of course, I've got the Warboss Tay painting challenge. I'm going to paint up my Harpy and my Toxicrene. Okay, that's it for me. Like I said, I really hope you like them. Put some comments in the below. Really look forward to seeing those as always. And shall see you in the next video.